Feel Good Friday.
Happy Feel Good Friday. You know, I told you, I mean, I must represent.
Man,
I gotta
repping the
represent right
brand.
here. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that close up, Salman.
I'm so
just so everybody
honored.
understand.
You
This
know.
is T-Dubs right here, a T-Dub custom. You know what I'm saying? Right there, T-Dub.
We outside,
yeah.
black and proud. You're looking beautiful in the red, black, and green.
Proud. Hey,
I love that.
I told you, I said, look, I had literally had this on last Friday.
Right.
And then I had to run upstairs and change my clothes because I was representing ATS school and they gave me a sweatshirt.
Yeah,
so I had to switch it up, but I
feel
had this on deck for you. You know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate
On
you
this Friday.
Always.
Well, you know what, T-Dub? First off, I mean, come on, let's talk about Alvin Ailey. I haven't even been able to really do a recap on this show, but it was phenomenal.
Oh my God. Like, I was having existential moments watching this show. Like, seriously, to be able to witness such beauty at the same time as everything that's going on in the world, I was really just like, oh my God, like this is such a true testament to the human condition. Like the fact that we could tell stories with our bodies in that way was just like absolutely phenomenal. I was like about to shed a tear in there. It was so gorgeous. It was a beautiful show.
It really, really was. Yeah. And you're talking about dancers that are just at the top echelon. I mean, seriously, yes. I was like, okay, you know, let me just really soak it all in, take it all in. I think you went on Saturday, right?
I did, yeah.
And I went on Sunday. So there's a little bit, because they had a little bit of a different lineup.
Different lineup,
But it was great because at the end, they did the same thing. Yeah. And it was just so good. I mean, we were talking about taking it back to like church or something. Seriously. It was like the music, the dancing really took you to a certain era. That's how I felt.
Right. Yeah. And to see the pieces like Revelation, which is a very well-known Alvin Ailey piece, to see that piece, what is it, like 60 years after he created it? Like the fact that something like that could stand that test of time is just, it's phenomenal. And I think Salman has a photo. I actually got an opportunity to take my whole family to this show. So there's me, my sis, Deshante, her daughter, Maddie, my other niece, Sarai, and my mom. You know, we was up in there representing. So it was just a really, really beautiful family affair to be able to just experience that amazing, amazing art. And just, yeah.
You know, I'm telling you, this partnership with STG has really just lightened my whole life, right? Yeah. Because there is so much beauty in these live performances. And I'm telling you, I love not just going to the shows, but being able to have this moment of reflection.
Right.
Because we talk about, you know, dance and theater, and it's so specific. You know, when I go to the ballet, the opera, the, you know, the musical theater, and we see these musicals on stage, and you get people with all this amazing talent, and then you see the dancers, I mean, top notch, really emoting through their movement. It was such I felt like jubilation. That was like a word that was resonating with me at the time, because I'm telling you, I was so inspired by their movement, and it was resonating with me in a really great way. Well, you know, I'm loving that you and your whole family got to go. Shout out to SCG again.
Thank
we
you,
so
STG.
Appreciate your partnership.
Seriously appreciate it.
Absolutely. So you guys, you always got something going on. What's going on the streets in the art world?
There's always so many fun things going on in art. Like if you aren't out here taking all this art in, I don't know what you're doing, because there's a lot going on. So we got to overlay. We talk about a couple of things that are going on this week. So actually last night, something to say happened at the Link Project. I saw the rollout. It looked like it was a beautiful turnout. The youth got to speak their truth and things of that nature. So shouts out to Creative Justice for putting that together. Tonight is actually Out of Focus 2, the artist sampling. Definitely go check that out. So that's happening at Link Project as well. Nothing But the Rent is happening this upcoming Thursday. That's their monthly Paint and Sip fundraiser celebration. So that's happening. Definitely go check that out. And as well as Moisture Festival's Liberties Burlesque is happening this weekend. So last night I actually got to go see the show. This show, you guys, like Moisture Festival is really pulling it out, dude. Like it was crazy. Like there was one performance where a performer was on stilts doing pole work. We had fire throwers, we had contortionists, like it was next level. So if you have an opportunity, I think there's a couple tickets tonight. I'm pretty sure Saturday is sold out, but if you have an opportunity to get up to Broadway to see Moisture Festival, please go see it, because the shows are incredible.
I'm telling you, the level of artistry we have throughout the city is really mind-blowing.
Folks
and
are really
I wanted to get there last night for Creative Justice, because really I wanted to bring my son, but then we had a whole family thing we ended up doing. And so that's why I wasn't there. But I remember talking to Moni and just listening to the fact that the young folks get this opportunity to not only speak their truth, but then to showcase it to community, which I think is, again, a real testament of real connectivity in community. That's something that I appreciate about when we talk about this culture that we have, where we come together in that way. Just a beautiful, beautiful work all around. And, you know, I'm going to try to get to my guy, Fly Blind Guy. I'm trying to get to his show tonight at the Link Project. Again, I was telling my brother, you know, I grew up with Melvin Freeman, the artist known as Fly Blind Guy. And, you know, the truth is that anytime that we can go and support each other, I think that really says something, not just to the artist, but also to our commitment to be there for one another. Absolutely. Because it's always going to come back around, right? You got those moments where you need somebody to step in for you. So it's really crucial, I think, that we step in for others. I know I'm looking forward to his work, because his work is phenomenal. Man, I mean, it really is.
He really does amazing work, and anytime you have an opportunity to see Melvin Freeman's work, go see it, because it's a sight to see.
It really is.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, we've been talking about this, but it's coming up this Monday, coming up next week, and Caleb Bailey is going to be on Art of the Matter episode 6. We've been talking about how personal this is for you. Share a little bit more with us.
Yeah, so this is the one. So I'm actually interviewing my partner, Caleb Bailey, who is an amazing artist, performer, talented host, singer, songwriter. She does it all, and she's great at it. She's going to be our featured artist for episode 6 of Art of the Matter. Brady and I are hard at work at editing this episode right now, and I'm so excited for you guys to see it. We're going to have Kayla in studio for the live premiere as well. That's happening Monday, April 4th, 6 p.m. right here at Converge Media. This is going to be a good one. I'm very, very excited for you guys to see this episode. We dive into some really deep things. As always, you know, Kayla and I, we have a really great rapport when it comes to those types of conversations. So I'm happy for you guys to be able to see it.
Well, you know, one thing I was thinking about with this episode is that, I mean, all of these have been really special to you, but this one in particular, you know, you guys get to kind of dive in on how you guys share and talk about art from your own different perspectives. And ever since you've been coming on, honestly, T-Dub, we've been able to understand more and more about the intentionality and the uniqueness of every artist's perspective. And the fact that you live with an artist, you guys are partners, you guys share so many different things. I just got to ask, how has it been for you to be able to allow this intimate relationship of yours to thrive through all of this amazing art culture and family that we have here in the city?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a testament to, with regard to Kayla and I, just our connectivity. Like, we're natural born artists. Like, this is what we were called to do, and the fact that we found each other in that is just something that's incredibly special, and something that I will always hold dear to my heart. And, you know, the community that we've built around our relationship around art in general is just so beautiful. Like, last night we went to the show, and I'm just looking around. We went to have a little after hours, little meal, and I'm looking at the table at all of these amazingly talented people. I'm just so honored that all my people are just so freaking dope. And I just wanted to make sure that we got to highlight these amazing people, you know, especially in the time now where there's so much negativity happening in the world. I am grateful and honored to have so much love around me at all times. So no matter what's going on with me, I got somebody I can call, and these are the people that you see on Art of the Matter.
You know, it's really beautiful, because it's not just you're just reaching out for your show.
Right.
These are people that you're connected with outside of Belize, right? Where it was hey, we're going to be in Belize. And you already had a certain, you know, look of these people's work. Oh my gosh, Pen Cayetano. Come on. It wasn't as if you didn't know about him, but you got to dive deeper while we were in Belize. But all these folks in Seattle, these are your friends. This is an extension of your family. Tell us about some of the response that you've been getting in the artist community regarding Art of the Matter.
Man, the response has been fantastic. People are listening. People are feeling seen and feeling heard by this show. People that, you know, aren't featured or, you know, tuning in. So, you know, I think it's important that, you know, these stories get told from these perspectives, from these particular artists. And again, my circle is dope. So I just want to make sure that we're highlighting all of that. And again, amplifying the messages of the creatives. I feel like creativity is just incredibly important in this time. We have to think critically and creatively about how we're going to continue as a human race. That is just the bottom line, you know, regardless of what's going on. We have to figure out how to be human with one another and with the earth. you know, and that for me is what creativity is all about. I create art because that is my passion, that is my talent, but it's also an avenue for me to be a human, you know, and I feel like that is the connection that I have with all of my people. So
it's beautiful, really. It is. And you know, when I have dancers on and other performers on, I'm always asking how it is that they feel about what they're doing and how it's ushering in an opportunity for younger artists, maybe up and coming artists, to see themselves like, oh my gosh, T-Dub was able to do a whole show on her artist community.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about some of the influence that has on your approach, because we know that there's some Black young girl out there, some brown young girl out there that is like, wow, this is, you know, taking art to the next level with all the things you've been able to do, these big murals across the city. You know, tell us about how you're thinking about, man, this is ushering it in for the next generation of amazing artists.
Man, the youth are the future, period. And I'm just grateful that I get to do what I do on the scale that I do, so that young Takias of the world get to see themselves and in me and what's going on in the things that I create. I've actually had an opportunity to connect with some youth recently on, you know, just trying to figure out their way in the world and trying to do it through art. And so being in the position now where I understand my position when it comes to that type of connectivity is really, really like rewarding. And I look forward to connecting with the youth of Seattle, around the world, whatever you got going on. If you see anything that I'm doing that resonates with you, please reach out to me, because I am here. You know, I'm here to help in any way that I can. Teachers, students, whatever the case may be. If you see something that resonates that I'm doing, let me know and we can connect on that. Absolutely.
Let me tell you, you're making Garfield High very proud over here.
You know.
And lastly, that just brings me to this next endeavor. I mean, I am so thrilled that you and Brianna have now been a new addition to our artist team for the Garfield Superblock. Just tell us about some of the things that you're looking forward to with this project.
Yes. So my best friend and I are now your official lead art consultants for the Garfield Superblock project. That project is basically reimagining the entire Garfield playfield, the area around the Garfield playfield, and bringing it in, ushering it into a new sort of like, you know, world of like what's going on in the CD, like making sure that Garfield is represented in that way. And so basically the plan is that we're going to assist in creating an art plan. So be on the lookout for that, because we're going to be looking for artists. We have an idea around the 7 cultures sort of conversing on that block. So that's going to be a huge undertaking, but it's going to be a hugely impactful thing for what we have going on in the CD. So I'm super looking forward to that. I'm super looking forward to working with my best friend. We're about to just take this art thing to the next level, man. That's what it's all about.
I'm telling you, I mean, of course, you were one of the first names. You know, I've been on the coalition for almost like 3 years, and it's been set, you know, again, I'm like, oh, anything to do with Garfield, like, yeah, I need to be involved, but also we have to have intentionality about how we're involving the community, particularly around a project that will not be owned by the community. It will still be owned by Seattle Parks and Rec. And for that reason, we have to be very, very diligent about how we're incorporating community voice into the project.
Absolutely.
That's really been my focus. Of course, helping with media and things like that too. But I think it's really important that community engagement efforts are really strong for this. We're talking about 7 different ethnic cultures being represented in the park with major art installations. And that's really going to take a lot of coordination. So I'm just so grateful. I just say it publicly. It's all official that you and Brianna are on, and you guys already in our meeting. You guys are just giving some great dope, you know, insight and examples. And I'm just like, yes, you know, this is exactly what we're talking about. So just appreciate everything you do. Man, folks don't even know. Like, I'm still learning about all the different things you do because you're everywhere, T-Dub.
I'll be outside, y'all. I'm trying to tell you.
You're everywhere. Well, make sure the folks know when they can catch up with you and Art of the Matter coming up this Monday.
Absolutely. So Art of the Matters episode 6 premieres Monday, April 4th at 6 p.m. We will be having a live show. So make sure you tune in. I got Caleb Ailey in studio. I got Brianna in studio as well. So we're going to be talking about all things art, checking out this latest episode and getting into some nitty and gritty. So definitely check us out. Monday, April 4th, 6 p.m. You can also find me on Instagram at Art of the Matter and T-Dub Customs, and every Friday right here in Converge Media.
Every Friday.
Every Friday.
Good. Hey, and for some odd reason, we just, you know, T-Dub knows. I mean, we just The coordination is real. We just every time.
Every time.
Thank you so much, T-Dub.
Thank you.